Everybody, welcome back to the Quantum Show. I see we got people in here already. Welcome back. Thanks for coming by. And as you know, I'm doing pre Halloween. See, I printed the pumpkin myself. I got this from a sticker pack, but I printed the pumpkin myself. Of course, I had to have a UFO in there. You know me. Everybody knows me. Well, most people know me. Hardly anyone knows me. um, but yeah, welcome to the chat. Rachel Andrews, OB2, DJ Wardove, LA Moon, Sarah Stafford. Let's see, Robot Jim. All right, I got another. It's a toy, but it's a robot. And Diane, hey Diane, here's the hand too. I can see the hand on StreamYard. Okay, but yeah, it's pre-Halloween. All kinds of ideas are going through my head for this. Do I want to go historical? Do I want to go ghost hunting live, which is difficult, right? Do I want to do uh, what? Just what? There's so many things. So 2 minutes ago, I figured not that. Just talk about uh what have we all been through? What I've been through, right? I've had a couple of scary things, not necessarily Halloween timed, but still scary and very ghosty, right? And then ghost hunting. Ghost hunting, I was watching a thing from some show, right? The Science of Ghost Hunting. I think it was who was that guy? The fish guy, right? Hecklefish, that guy. The Y Files. The Science of Ghost Hunting and how many fraud things are happening, have been happening since like the 1890s, right? There's so many fraud things like the spiritualist movement. There was a lot of fraud happening. That was to get rich. Hold on a second. I think I'm. I don't think, okay. It'll probably. Hey, Renee. Welcome back. Pinky Leader. I think my caps are off. Okay. And caps are off here. And hey, Renee, welcome back, both of y'all. So yeah, I like this. I like this angle. I like this angle. This is a good angle. So yeah, um, I was watching Y Files, The Science of Ghost Hunting, and it's been around a long time. Way before anyone thinks about it, way before the TV shows, way before that, because, well, places have been haunted forever. Okay. Land, houses, castles, cars. I had a haunted Jeep. I had a Jeep with a attached spirit. I don't know who this person was, probably a previous owner, and I had a picture of it with the face in the passenger seat. It was awesome, and no one saw it. This was back in the film days before digitals were easy, and before cameras were common. And I took a picture of our blue Jeep Cherokee, and there are two things in the windshield. It was a for sale picture, right? There were two things in the windshield. One clearly was a reflection of the clouds. The other one looked like a face leaning forward like this. You could see, I think it was this angle here, leaning forward in the seat. And we're like, who is that? And our neighbors all said, we saw somebody in your car. All of them said, we saw somebody in your car, sitting in your car. It was cool. Yeah. Hey, Samantha. Yeah, people have been dying for a long time. Yep. Don't bother clicking on anything. Thanks for tuning in. Right. And yeah, people have been dying for a long time. And people are confused just by and large because from what I've been learning about the experience of going towards death. Hey, Raven, welcome back. From what I've learned by watching different podcasters, mainly nurses, talk about to transition into death, it's a confusing time. And oh man, I didn't know this was going to be the Death Watch show. It's a confusing time, and people don't know what to do. Okay, but before anything, sound check, please. How do I sound? How do I sound? How do I sound? Sound check, please. Let me get a sound check. Already 6 minutes into the show. I should have done this at the beginning. We all know this is the sound check show. Sound great. Good. I will go ahead and good. Sounds good. All right. Thank you. I should remember to do that. I should make a note of it. I should put sound check at the very first thing. So I have watched nurses talk about the transition into death, and it's less preparing for death and preparing for grief as it is the body. It's the physical process of the body shutting itself down. And thank you, everybody. Thank you for the sound check. I appreciate it. Good. You know what? I have yet to be able to beat a Guitar Hero mic, right? Everybody says all these fancy microphones online for hundreds of bucks. Go to GameStop. Get a USB microphone, okay? And this thing is amazing. This has been the best microphone I've ever owned of all microphones. So, okay. We're in the subject. Robot Jim says, was at a dinner party with a registered nurse that works at a nursing home. She says that she always knows about the past because a lot of them have conversations with family members who have passed. I have heard this too. Everyone knows my dad passed away 2 years ago, or a little over a year ago. So we talked about it. We did. We talked about it when he was still able to talk because he had throat cancer, among other things. Yeah, I'll tell you about his questionable circumstances. Okay. I've gone over it, but I'm going to go over it again because topic. And we talked about it. And I said, Dad, if you ever want to come back and visit, feel free. There may be a tall, armored woman. Spirit guide. There may be a tall, armored woman. Don't worry. She's cool. It's okay. And he chuckled at that. But we talked about it's another journey. It's not an ending. There's something on the other side. And he called it a near-death experience, but I'm not so sure, right? Before that, right? And he told me that there was blackness, there was oblivion, there was nothing. And I'm like, maybe you were just knocked out because it was the 70s and no one knew a whole lot more about that stuff than we do now. I'm pretty sure it was not a near-death experience. He was just knocked out. And of course, they give you painkillers before they operate because they don't. He had a motorcycle accident he had on the road. I don't know what it was, right? I don't know what it was, but I don't remember. He had that accident, and he said he had a near-death experience, and there was nothing. There was only blackness. He was alone in the void, and I was thinking, you know what? Maybe that's not quite what happen what you think happens, right? What you think happened. Maybe that's not quite right. And that's what he was expecting. Well, let me tell you, after he passed, I want to say maybe a month after he passed, the way I hear Xena talking to me and these other spirits talking to me when I'm open to it, right? I'm not going to get into that right now. Was what happened about a month after he passed, I heard, "Hello, Nathan," out of nowhere. I was trying to meditate, and it came out. It said, "Hello, Nathan." It was very upbeat, not like I talked to him last because he was weak and hurting. And since we had talked about it, we came to this is not. I do celebration of life. I don't do loss. I do celebration of life on to the next level. I say that in my posts to people. I do say sorry for your loss. You'll see him on the next level, and I do believe that. Okay, I had of all the afterlives I could have picked, and I'm very Terry Pratchett about this, right? Very, very Terry Pratchett about this. I chose the next levels, not Stovallcore, not Elysian Fields, not Summerlands, the next levels, because they're all the next levels. Whatever those levels are. I don't know. We don't know yet. Some of us know. Some of us have seen this stuff and we don't know what to call it. Man, it's pretty crazy. But then is it? So we talked about it and we agreed it's just another transition from one state to another. And apparently when you get to be about 70 something years old like he was, you have been already gone through a lot of transitions. We have all, our audience is generally an older one. I don't have a lot of Gen Z, Gen Alphas, millennials in here. I might have a couple, but we're all over 35, over 40, and we have been through some transitions. I don't mean people dying. I mean life transitions. We've all switched schools, moved, bought, lost property, big property like houses and cars, things that, take a bite out of you. And we've all lost people and we've all lost pets. Those are all life transitionings, right? Those are all, not all of them, but that's some of the things that shape what we are. The first love, that's a transition. You weren't who you were before after that moment. And you were shaped by that moment, by the experience of getting a first love. And you're partially shaped by your experience of losing a loved one. Hey, Joe. Okay. The thing about showing footage, right, is my connection is not fast enough to stream it through. I would have to just drop a link. All my cemetery footage is on this channel on YouTube and on Rumble, I believe. And if it's not on Rumble, it could be on Rumble. But that's the problem with me showing footage. I'm on a cellular connection. I've got this T-Mobile box over on top of some stuff over here, right? And it is a cell phone connection. I don't have Google Fiber. I don't have AT&T Fiber, which I never will have. AT&T is a horrible company. But anyway, I wish I could. That's the thing about showing footage, right? I would love to be able to show footage, but here's what. Okay, you know what? Here's what'll happen, right? Let me show you. Let me show you what happens when I show footage, and I'll show it right now. I went to the cemetery last night. Oh, that was crazy. Well, it wasn't as crazy. I just walked around, but I got to feeling like, yep, don't be here. Okay, now I am going to show you some footage, right? I don't think it's going to work. I will show you why. Because now, here, I'm going to full screen it over there. See, it's not working. Logging to come from there to here to there. What does anybody see on the screen? What does anybody see on the screen? I don't see anything on the screen. I have to switch over. And I don't know if there's sound happening or not. I have no idea. So what happened? Black, right. It was black. Because my connection is so slow and so bottlenecked that it just doesn't work. Right. That's why I don't do footage, you know. Yeah. No sound, just black. It's set up correctly, but you have to have a better connection. And it's just no good. Right. Right. No sound. I don't know how to make it work. And I'm not worried about it. I'll drop a link. Well, you can go to my channel, right? So that's why I don't show videos here, because I don't have a fast connection and I don't think it's set up. I know it's set up as best as I could do it. I would have to upload it to StreamYard and then play it here. And that I can't. It is a pain to do that stuff. That's why I just do it like this. And I'll show still here and there. Nothing wrong with showing stills. So, yeah. 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 We're all on internet islands of Wi-Fi here in South. Yep. Same here. Same here. Except I have cellular connection. So the connection that my internet at home uses is the same connection this thing uses. And then this piggybacks off of my Wi-Fi. It doesn't have a connection. So yeah, that's that. Yeah, it's complicated, to say the least, right? Hey, Zach. Sorry, I saw you. I didn't see you come in, Zach. pre Halloween. Yep. Thanks for coming by. And it's complicated. That is an understatement. And I thought I had a different plan with StreamYard, but whatever. Anyway, back to the topic, right? Of spirits and ghosts. How do they come to inhabit a place? I have not. Okay, the guys here, the cemetery guys, they're here. I don't really know why. They won't tell me, and they don't really want to talk to me. They want to get on with it, whatever they're doing. It'll take something like a ghost whisper or something to talk to them. Hey, SoCal, welcome back. Okay. And I understand, Nathan, about your complication with the internet, etc. But if you just asked me there, I'd crap your pants. Yeah, probably. Doing that stuff out in the cemetery. You can stay out there for a little while. You cannot go out there at night. You will be chased out at night. And I'm not going to do that for a show, but I might go out there for a show to be chased out. Hell, footage from the other side. Who knows? Anyway, for another time. for another. The veil is very thin right now. This is the thin veil time. This is it. You're in it. As close to the other side as we're going to get without actually going there and staying there. So to the guys in the cemetery, they're here for, I don't know why. Maybe they're stuck. Maybe they want to be here. Maybe they think this is the way it is. This is the way it ought to be. I don't know. And it would take my buddy Shingoji, who is a ghost whisperer, okay, to go out there, talk to them, and find out what's going on with them. Because apparently they can open up a portal over there. I went through that. That will be maybe on the panel today, telling stories, or maybe next week. Because, oh man, I've been thinking a lot about it because of the season. Everybody wants to know, oh, you're so into the paranormal, and this has happened. You're so into the paranormal. What about your ghost stories? I'm like, you know what? I don't want to talk about my ghost stories are freaky. They're not spooky, Halloweeny, fun jump scare things, right? They're soul quivering fight or flight things. You know, it's not. Yeah. Thank you. I mean, from last night. Thank you. I might go out there. I need a partner. I need a buddy, and I need to vet them people because it's hard to go out there, right? And yeah, my experiences are freaky. What for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, Demon Girl and the Possessed Girl. I call that story the Possessed Girl. And then I call the cemetery story. Those are the two freakiest things I've ever been a part of. The first one, in retrospect, is just scary on a physical level, right? She threw an over 6 foot tall guy across a room, and she's like 4'9", soaking wet, 110 pounds. And this dude is like Army football player. Threw him across the room like he was a rag doll, legs flying in the air. It was crazy. I mean, crazy at the time, still now. It was the scariest thing before the cemetery happened. Then the cemetery is the penultimate. That's a cool word. We never get to use that. We never get to use that. Penultimate scary thing that has ever happened to me, ever. Car wrecks, creepy guys, creepy animals, men in black, weird creatures. No. The cemetery story is the freakiest thing I've ever been a part of. Ever. Right? It is the penultimate of craziness. So I might do some ghost hunting because honestly, a lot of ghosts turn out to be aliens. And I'm into both. I like them both. I also like the cryptids. That's why I'm wearing the shirt today. Oh, Canny. Okay. Please feel free. Make it work. Y'all's connection apparently is better than mine. And you can take the reins to show that. It's on my channel. It's readily accessible. If he can make it work, make it work. Just let me know he's doing it so I don't talk over it too much. But yeah. I don't know what they're doing back there. I don't know why they're back there, but they're back there. They're for sure back there. Okay, yeah, we need to say this again. Aliens are not demons. I checked. Okay. Right. There we go. Yeah, everyone knows. Okay, I want. I need to make a T-shirt of that. Still, an alien head, not demons. We checked, right? Quantum show. I should make a T-shirt like that or a mug. I get a coffee mug. I can do Amy's mug. I really like this mug. Shout out. Good morning, UFO Alien Girl 111. The best. What did I say? What did I say? It's the hottest mug in ufology. Alien Girl 111. And I'm not gonna, it's dirty, so I'm not gonna do the whole the whole thing. Okay, that is the historical part of it. Yes. Halloween is just pagan holiday marking the death of plants and crops. It's not just the death of plants and crops, right? And there is more to it. There is more to it. I'm not going into it. We might go into it on the panel tonight because I want to do ghost hunting things on Halloween. Yeah, I think I want to do that. There's more to it. There is more to it. Okay. It's not just a crops thing. It's not just a pagan farmers thing. I mean, it encompasses that, but it's not just that. And yes, Zach, there is more to it. So there is more to it than just the pagan stuff. There is, and you know what it's astrometric. Okay, you can look at stuff, and you can look. Who covered this? What is her name? What is her name? She did these. Linda Costa, right? Yeah, I've got this book. I totally have this book. Totally have this book. Linda Costa covered this. She covered this and showed that. I'm just going to set that over here. Of course, I own that book. Of course, I do, right? And I've also got Kentucky because they're right. You know, they're the easy to get to states. I mean, Kentucky's like an hour away, an hour and a half away. Okay. All right. Hold on. Procession of the sun in March. Just like Christmas is the procession of the sun and marks the beginning of the sun making its way back toward, not the resurrection of Jesus. Agreed. I can't agree with the resurrection of Jesus. That right there is more of an archetype than anything. Okay. But I'm not going to get into the history on the solo. We're talking about spirits and death. Halloween, the veil is thin. The veil is super thin right now. I bet more people are having so many more experiences. They're seeing people that they don't know why are they there, and then they're gone. Animals, they're getting messages. Okay, Storm. If it text messages me, I will give it to you. But so far, nothing. Did it send it to the number? It might have sent it to the number. Thank you. Hopefully, oh, email. Okay. Well, let me do that. There we go. Getting it. Okay, let me just do it this way. Hold up, people. Hold up. I will text it to you. Okay. I'm going to text it to you because I don't want this is sensitive information, very sensitive, very classified quantum information. Okay. Very. Yeah, that's right. All right. I sent it to the 6012 number. Hope that works. Let me get back to. Yeah, see, if I open another window, right, it lags the show, and I don't want to do that. Zach is saying, well, if you can't agree with the Jesus thing, then you must agree Halloween is just a mark on the calendar for ancient farmers. Nothing more, nothing. No, there is more to it. You have to be a part of it to understand it. I don't know how to put it. I can't relate that any other way. You have to get into it and it will get into you. You know what I mean? You really do have to do that. Okay, a lot of that, yes. Just like the Holy Bible is repackaged paganism and is simply a calendar and farmer's almanac all rolled into one. Stories and allegories were added later. Great stories, lessons, don't get me wrong. Okay, well, agree somewhat. Somewhat agree, because the Bible does have a lot of repackaged paganism. In the New Testament, in the Old, I'm not going to get into the Bible, right? The Bible is good for people who need rules. Okay. I really do believe that. I'm not knocking them for it. Not knocking them for it at all. If they can get rules from there and run their life and not be chaotic evil, and because the Bible tells them do not be chaotic evil, we're good. I'll be happy with that. I'll be happy with y'all. Yeah, mostly Old Testament is yeah, the New Testament is the New Testament is for, I don't know, medieval times and up. I don't know. I haven't read any part of the Bible in a long time. I find snippets here and there that, and I kind of, just like I do this, I find one part and I go, boop, 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 and I use it back and forth. But talking spirits and stuff, right? Not really talking Bible. Until it comes to the giants, then I'll talk about the Bible. I got the Book of Enoch over here and the Book of Giants and all that, the lost books to do with that. I still have to read. I have to read these books. I got no time. Oh, we're not going to argue it. We can discuss it. We can discuss it. Yeah, me too. When I'm into that kind of topic right now. When I'm talking like ghost hunter type stuff, well, ghost experiences, spiritual experiences, even spiritual experiences. There is a building here in Nashville I should be able to go right to, right? It's the Cathedral of Nashville. I will show a picture of the Nashville Cathedral. And I used to go there, right? I was. It is a crazy place, right? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just go with Wikipedia because it has it on there, right? It is. Oh. I just got out of watching the Mr. Ballin show live. Just got home. Thank you. It's still Storm. Storm is in the background. Thank you, Storm. And I've got the nice camera. Go ahead. And a flashlight. People wanted me to take pictures. Here we go. Guess where we're going? I'm not going inside the inner fence. Only the outer fence. My knees are hurting. I don't want to piss nobody off tonight. Let's see. As usual, if you see something, say something. I got no tripod. I literally just pulled up. You know, I don't know if I want to go in that fence. People were like, why is he so scared of the cemetery? Yeah, you know if you've been here. I'm not going in the main fence. No, no, no. I will poke over it. God, I got the heebie-jeebies already. I'm gonna walk around. It's nighttime. I don't even know what time it is. It's like 11 o'clock, 11:30, 12 o'clock. The soldiers are over there somewhere, I think. I'm not going in this main gate. I had to get over the habit of, pointing my camera down. There's a cow gate over here somewhere. I ain't going. Something looking at me? Yep, a rabbit, rabbit. Are those eyes? No, not eyes. No flashlight. That's what that is. Now I'm not coming back here without no flashlight. That's for sure. I don't care how bright the moon is tonight. There's literally a Walmart 5 minutes away from here. Just for a little bit of perspective. I don't even feel good about going back there. Back that corner. I don't even feel good about that. Last video, a lot of people were like, why is this guy so freaked out about going into a graveyard, going into a cemetery? You didn't experience what I experienced. Okay? It's a lot chill right now, and the veil is thin. So, yeah, I don't know. Nope, 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 nope. That is a path that I'm not going to take. No adventure for me tonight. This is where I saw a face poking up. Well, I didn't see it. The camera saw it, and the facial recognition turned on right over here. And if you look, there's a gravestone right there, and they're like lined up from there. So the graves are right there, not in there. They put the fence up incorrectly. I am on my trail cam now. I haven't, there it is, see? Hey, trail cam. Let's go back up the way we came. Yeah,
I'm gonna leave the. Yeah, I'm leaving the gate open. Till I can not have to use both hands to close it. That was me. Okay. Made it safe. Not haunted. Well, not. Nothing come up to me this time. Keeping it quantum. Out of here, bye.
Alrighty then. Thank you. Thank you for handling that. It was rough. I can't do it from here. Thank you so much. Shout out Storm 2012. Let's just do this real quick. Storm 2012 on it. Okay. I know you don't. Did you want to be on? Did you want to talk about this? Let's talk about it. Hey, Storm.
I just happen to be here right now. Why not?
Yeah. Let me turn you down a little bit.
Good idea.
Okay. There we go. Okay. So, all right, everyone, welcome to Storm. That is not his real face. I'm pretty sure it's AI generated.
It certainly is.
He is not a robot, though he whips robots, and he is the one who made that video present, because my connection is like, it is prepared for a screen this size when the video is what you're seeing, right? On your big screen. YouTube goes to the big screen. StreamYard goes to the big screen. It scales it down once it gets to your phone. It's something like that. It's a lot of protocol stuff going on. And thank you so much for taking care of that.
No problem. Anytime you want to do something like that, let me know. I'll be happy to put that up there for you.
I should know how to do this, but
well, it's not even a matter of knowing how to do it. You have a connection that's for all intents and purposes is slow. I'm running up to 400 megabits per second. So I think I can probably make it happen.
Yeah. Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm over here. Yay, 56K.
Yeah, they recently did some upgrades in our neighborhood here, and we max out at a upside of 400 megabits per second.
That's nice. I had that with Google Fiber, but they don't have Google Fiber here. Yeah. And that is literally the only way you can get out of the Google, because they're part of the evil dark empire, right? Well, the only way you can get out of a Google contract with fiber is by moving. I moved. And they just canceled the contract. They didn't charge me nothing. They even refunded me some, and I was very like, oh wow.
I'd rather have the service, but give me my money back. That's fine.
Yeah, the service is not out here where I'm at now. I'm farther out of town, so whatever. But
yeah,
thank you so much.
As Lynn put up there, it pays to have a hospital in your backyard. Yeah, you just built a new hospital about 4 blocks away. So
they have some of the best Wi-Fi because they got all them high res
imaging from CT scanners, MRIs, all that good stuff.
Right. I was trying to look for those words. Thanks. Those words. What he said.
This another part of my natural background.
Right. Well, that was my latest trip to the cemetery. And I don't know how much showed up on screen. There was a much more mental aspect and an empathic aspect to it than there was visual and audio. Though SoCal said he was looking for video for eyeshine, and the rabbit did show up. But there was another time when I was looking across near the end of it before I turned back around, and it looked like 2 sets of eyes, but it was not that. It was some errant lights off of the neighbor's place, I guess.
Well, when you saw the rabbit's eyes, Um, the rabbit's eyes were basically directly in front of you and down.
Yes.
Okay, to the left, about relatively speaking, about 10 feet as far as the perspective goes. There was another set of eyes over there
Oh, inside the fence?
inside the fence.
Oh, I have to go look again. I have to go back and look. I'll have to go back and look because maybe that's what he was talking about. Because I was like so tuned in on the rabbit, and I don't really have a big screen here to watch
Yeah.
it. You know.
Yeah, I bought a smart TV, and I'm using that for my monitor now. So I've got a 32-inch monitor
Yeah,
that I'm working with right now.
nice. I've got a television like that, but I have nowhere to put it. So I'm just like,
Yeah, that's the trick.
whatever. What have I got right here? What have I got? I'll have to estimate. I've got like 12.
Corner to corner.
Yeah, 12, 18 inches right now. So
Yeah.
I've got an 18-inch monitor,
Yep.
and I'm fine. Oh, yeah.
Well, if I'm going to be doing this stuff for Keith and for you, it's need to have the real estate on the screen to make it all work.
Yep. Everybody listening, it really does help to have a bigger screen. You cannot do this on a phone. I have never been able to do this on a phone, except, hey, what's up, everybody, for like 30 seconds or 2 minutes or something. No doing this, doing that. And
you want to hear something really funny? Last night or yesterday, Lynn and I were out having lunch with the lady who owns our house that we're buying it from.
Yep.
And it was getting close to the time for Keith's show.
yes.
So I used my 10.1-inch tablet and a keyboard and set up the show from there,
Right.
from a restaurant with my phone's internet connection.
Right. I've done that. I've done things like that before, but managing it,
Yeah.
first of all, piping in videos.
Yeah, that requires the really good connection and the big screen.
Yeah, and a mouse, because I have my devices you click here, it thinks you're clicking here. You click here, it thinks you're clicking here. So I just don't even bother with touch screen on this stuff anymore.
And
And
if I had my camera hooked up, I'd show you the keyboard that I'm using recently. It's about the size of the 10-inch tablet,
yes.
and it came with a mouse.
Oh, okay.
And they connect by Bluetooth.
Right. I have something like that.
Yeah.
But it's easier for me to just see. I've got a couple things, right? I've got this little iPad mini.
Yeah.
That works great, but I have no keyboard dedicated to it. It's just got the regular cover, right? And I've got my Windows book, and it works great. And I have a mouse with it, and it works great. But to be honest, it's about 12 years old.
Yep.
And works like a champ, but it doesn't do so well on today's stuff.
The capacity is limited based on current architecture.
Right. And it doesn't even have the fast Wi-Fi connection. It has like a 12-year-old, what was available 12 years ago, that's what it's got. It doesn't have what all the stuff is demanding now.
Yeah, exactly.
The Spiritual Technician Show. Here we go.
As and I put in there in the chat that I maintain that techromancy is a valid school of magic, unlike restoration. Now, if anyone knows where that actually comes from, you understand.
I will need to be schooled in that because I don't really understand it, but that's okay. That's okay. Maybe during the
Skyrim joke.
Oh, okay. Well, but actually, it's
No, techromancy is correct.
Was it? I thought it was
Yes.
technomancy.
Technomancy was quoted in like Burning Chrome and the cyberpunk novels. Techromancy is my particular art of being able to resurrect dead equipment to life.
Okay. Works for me.
Yeah,
It's a big galaxy. We can all fit in here.
of course we can.
But yeah, and also there's I have this is perfect. Something happened. It was technical and it was spiritual at the same time. I was given, my dad passed away 2 years ago. Well, I had to scan in a bunch of paperwork. I had no scanner at the time. A family friend gave us this scanner, and it was buggy. It wouldn't connect to Wi-Fi. I didn't need it to. I had USB, so it's fine.
Right.
But it was on its last leg. Here's what happened. Now these are all my dad's documents. This is real
important.
Yeah. Right. You'll see. These are legal documents. These are stuff. After someone passes away, stuff you have to get moved to somewhere else. I brought this all in one old HP printer scanner fax modem, right? And I set it up and I got it and it started working. And we were like, oh, okay, great. I scanned in like 16 pages of something, scanned them to file on the laptop.
Right.
Scan a file. Right after I was done, it conked out. I was like, that's not the weird part. Okay. But it's notable, but at this point it's an anomaly. It's not. It's like, well, it was on its way out anyway. And I tried for several, tried to hook it up to USB, nothing, Wi-Fi, nothing, Ethernet, didn't have a correct router, so whatever. I was like, okay, well, we're done. And I just let it sit there for a little while. Oh, come up with new paperwork, one piece of paper, right? And I go, wow, well, that scanner died. Let's try it anyway. It might. Fired up. It scanned one thing and smoke came out after that. It was dead. No more paperwork.
You let the magic smoke out.
I think
How could you do that?
I think my dad was like, had the magic smoke and was going, hurry up, Nathan. I can only hold this for so long.
Wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me at all.
Yeah, and it completely, it smoked. I didn't know what I did to it, but it had a little puff of smoke come out of it. So it was through. It was through after that.
Yeah.
And I think it actually powered itself off and smoked. I think it was something, I don't know, power supply. I didn't bother diagnosing it because I got another one up here now. But it was, how convenient was it that this printer that this family friend was going to throw away because she said it stopped working. It worked for me as long as I needed it to do that paperwork twice, and then it just completely burnt up. No coincidence. Yeah, that happened. That is a spiritual ghost story. My dad made that happen.
I believe it. I've had some things like that happen myself.
Yeah, I can just imagine. He's up there. He's over there, whatever, going, hurry up, Nathan. It's not gonna hold forever. I can't hold it forever. And then, are you done? Okay. Poof. And it died. That was too cool. And I have a witness too. My sister was there. I have a witness to that. That's a cool story. That is a cool story. There's all kinds of cool stories like that.
Yep.
And oh man, so many of them don't have to do with technical, but I just got reminded.
Oh yeah,
about it right now.
Yeah. Lynn was wanting me to. I don't know if I told you what happened when I was working at Red Cats in El Paso. when the server crashed.
Yeah. Go ahead. Tell us
So, all right. Well, many years ago, I was working for catalog sales at Red Cats, and we had they were doing a fire suppression system on the server. Not a big deal, they got people in there. So they go to test it. Well, some moron forgot to disconnect the tank with the flame retardant. So it went off. Shut down the server, shut down all the systems. I don't know. I'm in the middle of an order. I got a lady who's got a problem. I'm in customer service. I'm trying to help people with their problems. And I'm working on this thing, and I get it all straightened up, all buttoned up. I send that thing in. I get the confirmation number, give it to the client, and I wait for the next call to come in. As I'm sitting there, my computer's kind of acting a little funky. And then one of the guys from the tech desk comes over and wants to use my computer. I'm going, why? And then I look around, and there's a haze in the air from that dang fire extinguisher, and every other computer in the place is dead. The server was dead. All the computers were dead. Yet my order went through. And
Yep.
I, of course, I got full credit for it. But then people decided I wasn't all that welcome there anymore. They decided about a month later my services were no longer required. Apparently, I scared the hell out of them.
Yeah. Yeah. To your credit, I've never been able to do that. I've never been able to scare the hell out of anybody like that.
I don't know if it scares it. It's just they freaked out, because you particularly the two guys. I knew the two guys that work in the server room. I knew them well. We sat and talked at lunch every day because I was the only other person in the whole building who knew what they were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them came out, was looking at my computer going, that's not possible. You can't. How? And yeah, I was avoided by a lot of people after that because there was something wrong with me.
Oh boy, yeah, the muggles. The muggles. Speaking of muggles, something I wanted to bring up tonight was I went to. Do you know who Mr. Ballin is?
I've heard the name. I don't know specifically. I've heard it before, but I don't know what they are.
Okay, Mr. Ballin is. I will find something right now. I'll find something to put up, just a logo or something. Yeah, forget the. He is a storyteller, and
Okay.
holy cow, he just sucks you in, right? Okay, let me.
Oh, okay.
Not that one. I'm trying to get. I don't care. It doesn't matter which one. So
let me I'll grab his logo and pop it up on screen.
I got it.
Okay.
I mean, I can do stills, right?
Yeah.
This is Mr. Ballin's. If you go to Google and just Google Mr. Ballin YouTube, this is him. Strange, dark, and mysterious. He's an excellent storyteller. I keep saying he was in the Marines. He was a Navy SEAL. And he has crazy stories to tell. He personally has one story. And it's his first story that got him into this storytelling. And during the show, he actually said as a joke, it was a joke that it was called the strange, dark, and mysterious, told in story format. Somebody was making fun of him and he stuck to it. And it works.
Yeah.
Oh man, let me tell you, there are so many goof ups during a performance that are not on the YouTube channels. Okay. It's not on the YouTube channel. And it's so funny to see him do it and recover it and own it and make fun of himself right there on stage. It's awesome. I'm a, what did he say? I'm a something where it's like a chronic over-explainer.
I
And
think I have that problem too. Just ask Lynn.
right? Yeah, but the difference between him and us, he had me like over-explain it to me. Keep going. I don't know why, but there's just something about the pitch and timbre of his voice. And
Some people have a certain intonation and a storyteller's voice, and
yeah,
generally, if they can hit that resonance with you, that's really what it is. They hit a resonance that appeals to you, and you're more than willing to just listen to what they have to say. May not believe it, may not accept it as fact, but it
yeah,
sounds good, keeps you entertained.
right. And this guy, yeah, it's about to be coffee time. Aussie is reminding me he's got a wrench. So what do? You got to do what the wrench does. There is Mr. Ballin on screen. Feel free to go over there. I'm about to go coffee time, and it is an hour. The solo is complete. I have managed to cover not even all. Thank you. Excellent. Not even all. I had two things to talk about. Up here was what we talked about. I didn't even talk about the state of ufology. I wanted to. I mean, I put a UFO on screen. I put a UFO on screen, but that's okay. You know what? I'll go ahead. Everybody, thanks for coming to the Quantum Show. This has been the Quantum Solo first hour. It is coffee time. We've been here an hour, and I had almost no plan. But such is how it goes to work. Now, I want y'all to notice the difference. Since we're here, we're kind of on the technical aspect of everything. Okay. Notice the quality of sound coming through now, right?
Isn't picking up, Nathan. It's not picking up. Yeah, according to that, you're muted right now. Oh, we can't hear you, boy.
Here.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I unplugged it. I forgot how that worked. Okay, I should be on now. This is the headphone. Notice the different quality of sound. You have this. This is Guitar Hero mic. The thing I bought at GameStop. And now you have this. Notice the difference in quality of sound. Okay, I'm out of here. That's going to be it for the Quantum Show first hour solo. Thanks, everybody. Keeping it quantum. And I've already been told it's coffee time. So hit like and subscribe. Thanks, everybody. And we know what this means. Pushing buttons. We'll be back 20, 30 minutes, whatever. I don't know. We'll find out. How long does it take to make a cup of coffee? We'll find out. Thanks, everybody. And see you in a little bit. Keeping it quantum and pushing